It was raining when she said it. The kind of slow, deliberate rain that seemed to echo the tone in her voice. Controlled, unbothered, final. We were sitting in my car outside her apartment, the windshield fogged, our breaths visible in the dim glow of the dashboard lights. Her phone buzzed on her lap. She didn't flinch to pick it up. Just looked at me and said, "From now on, I decide when we spend time together." At first I laughed, thinking it was some kind of joke, a playful jab at my constant need to see her. But the look in her eyes was cold, steady, detached, and frighteningly sure. That was the first time I felt it, the quiet fracture. The moment you realize love can still be alive but already decomposing beneath the surface. For the next 2 weeks, I obeyed her rule. If she texted, I came running. If she didn't, I waited. She said she was busy with work. Late meetings. Team dinners. Her tone was always clipped when she said it, as if daring me to question her. I told myself not to overthink, that love meant trust, not interrogation. But every time her phone lit up during our rare evenings together, her expression flickered, just for a second. Guilt. Well, something more subtle. Calculation. Once, as she showered, her phone lit up again. A message preview flashed briefly before the screen dimmed. "Same place tonight." My chest tightened. My fingers hovered above the phone like it was an open flame. I could have unlocked it. I knew her passcode. But I didn't. Because if I looked, I'd know. And knowing meant losing her for real. A week later, I surprised her. She'd told me she had dinner with her team at Lumiere, that high-end restaurant downtown. I happened to be driving nearby. At least, that's what I told myself. The restaurant windows glowed warm gold against the rain-slick street. I parked across the road, engine off, watching the entrance like a criminal surveilling his own heart. At 8:23 she walked out. But not alone. Her hand was in his. He was tall, sharply dressed. His blazer matching the one I'd once bought her for her birthday. She leaned into him, laughing at something he said. The kind of laugh I hadn't heard in months. When she turned her head slightly, her eyes caught the passing headlights, and for a moment I could see her face clearly. No guilt. No hesitation. Just comfort. The rain blurred everything after that. I sat there until she disappeared into a black car with him. My throat was tight, my hands trembling on the steering wheel. I didn't cry. I just sat there, staring at the space where she'd been, feeling the kind of silence that feels like drowning. The next morning she texted, "Can you pick me up later? Need to talk." No apology. No warmth. Just that. When she got in the car, she smelled like someone else's cologne. She noticed the way I looked at her and gave a weary sigh, the kind that said, "I'm tired of pretending." "Is there someone else?" I asked quietly. She didn't answer right away. Just stared out the window, raindrops streaking down like slow tears. Finally she said, "It's not like that. You've been too much lately. Too available. I need space." "Space," I repeated, my voice trembling. "Or distance." She didn't reply. Her phone buzzed again. This time she picked it up, smiled faintly, then turned the screen away. That was it. The confirmation I never wanted but always feared. That night I drove aimlessly. The streets blurred under the rain. Every song on the radio seemed written for people like me. Foolish, hopeful, broken. I ended up at the overlook where we'd first kissed. Back then, she'd said the city lights looked like scattered dreams. Now they just looked like lies reflected on wet pavement. I wanted to hate her. Tried. But all I could think about were the small things. The way she'd hum under her breath when nervous. The way she'd steal fries from my plate even when she said she wasn't hungry. I realized betrayal doesn't erase love. It poisons it slowly until it becomes something you can't consume without pain. A week passed. Then 2. I didn't reach out. She didn't either. Then one night around midnight she called. Her voice was soft, trembling. "Can we talk?" I should have said no. But I didn't. When she arrived, she looked different. Less composed, more human. Her mascara was smudged, her voice cracked when she said, He ghosted me. For a moment I just stared. Part of me pitied her. Another part wanted to scream. Was he worth it? Yes. She hesitated, then whispered, I don't know. The rain outside started again, soft but relentless. I loved you, I said. And you treated that like it was disposable. She wiped her eyes. I thought I needed control. I thought love was suffocating. But now, I stopped her with a shake of my head. You don't get to rewrite this. She broke down then, quietly, shoulders trembling, whispering apologies that felt too late to matter. I watched her cry, and for the first time I didn't feel anger. Just emptiness. The kind that follows after a storm has destroyed everything, leaving silence where life used to be. She left before sunrise. When I closed the door behind her, the air felt cleaner, lighter. Painful, yes, but real. I walked to the window and watched the faint pink dawn spread over the skyline. And for the first time in months, I didn't wait for her message. I didn't need her permission to exist anymore.